Hang on. Guys, I'm getting impatient with you now. Stop. I don't want you interrupting me. 2009 what?
Intake.
Wait.
Guys, where are you?
Hey, guys.
That was my money.
Wait, but you don't convince me. You're gonna lose. So address me, not him. You're getting angry.
Well, that's what my money.
But you kind of got an anger problem. I gotta tell you.
I got it.
Please do me a favor, sir.
Right.
You need to work on your anger.
Telling me if he fixed the car, I would pay him. I already knew it was the still in her head because I
Listen.
the extra one.
I'm not gonna, guys, Mr. Hall, you're too angry. Your name, sir?
Bobby Kelly, we have top superfans.
Bobby Kelly?
Yeah,
Can you spell your name for me, please?
BOBBY
Okay. What is your position with them?
And the owner.
Were you here on the last occasion?
I was.
And your name?
John Ryden.
Reidner?
RGLA
Okay. What is your position with Top Speed?
kind of shot.
And what is your name, sir?
Let's go.
Anthony Hall? And what is your name, ma'am?
Amber Smith.
And how are you involved in this case?
Yeah, okay, so witness.
All right, now, I think I had you guys, did they pay you the $150, sir?
We couldn't cash it because the check was written in Tony Hall and the bank wouldn't accept it. And the envelope was wrote Anthony, but the check was Tony,
I went based on what was on his sign-in sheet.
but the envelope said Anthony.
You're telling me don't pay.
Slow down, let me see it. Did you call him back? When did you get this?
Saturday,
Did you tell him? When did you tell him? You have another,
You know, you gotta write my government name on there, just like the court documents. Everybody knows that. It's up with saying on that. She will him, just
Not
like,
in a game.
just like I.
slow down. Whoa. Why'd you make it out to Tony?
So what's on the sign-in sheet?
What sign-in sheet?
This one here, actually, need a copy of it.
The sign-in sheet with who?
Mr. Hall signed when he dropped his vehicle off the wood.
Let me see. Where'd you take it? What bank?
Fifth Third is my bank that I use.
You did sign your name, Tony Hall.
Right. I served you in my government name with a court document, which would have been which we would have sent a check in the court document name, because you clearly know that's my name, because we're going to court. But it makes common sense, I would think.
All right, okay.
Well, let's see.
Hang on. Everybody just calm down. I'm gonna hand you back this.
You're welcome to keep that average. That way you can reference it if we need to.
Go call Fifth Third. Find out how we can remedy this.
I would probably have to take that back to Fifth Third. They'll just reverse it and issue it in $1. That's it. Nothing big. Nothing very good.
That's what you're gonna do right now. Okay? Take it back there right now. Come back with the money order made out to Anthony Hall. Okay?
If you want, I can just take that. I'm going to go anywhere around and does money orders and I'll do it.
Or you can go get $150 and you can deal with the bank later, whatever.
That's fine. I got cash on me. So if he's got a 50, I got 200.
You got a 50?
In my truck actually.
Go get your money.
Actually. Never mind. He'll loan it to me for a month. You got it? Yes,
You got $150?
there's 50.
You got $150 just handed to you?
With $50 down.
All right, so that covers the cost. Now hand back that money order. All right. Now, we're all done with that. I agreed to pay top speed performance and repair to swap every component of my 2008 Dodge Charger block motor onto the 2005 motor block. Owner agreed to swap all components, the 2005 motor, meaning the 2008 block should have been empty, meaning heads, water pump, all accessories off 2008 motor. That's what you said. Now, I'm going to tell everybody again, by proceeding to the small claims division, you're giving up certain rights. Each of you are giving up the right to hire a lawyer. Each of you are giving up the right to demand a trial by jury. Both of you are giving up the right to seek, in your case, I guess you're both suing, so you're giving up the right to seek in excess of $7,000. And I think I said, you can't hire a lawyer in here. You can't demand a trial by jury in here, and you can't appeal my decision. You don't have to give up those rights. If you want to be able to hire a lawyer, you want to be able to appeal my decision, or you want to be able to have a jury trial, all you have to do is tell me. I'll have the case removed to the general civil division, in which case I will still preside, but you can appeal my decision if you don't like it. You can hire a lawyer if you want to, and you can demand a trial by jury if you want to. You understand that, Mr. Kelly?
I do.
Do you understand that, Mr. Hall? Do you wish to waive those rights and proceed here, or have the case removed? Mr. Kelly?
I wish to proceed here.
Mr. Hall, you proceed here? You waive those rights? You waive those rights, Mr. Kelly, on behalf of the company?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to ask all of you to raise your right hands, to solemnly swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you'll give in these proceedings will be the whole truth, so help you God. Mr. Kelly?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Hall? Ms. Smith? And Mr. Ragley? All right, tell me what happened, Mr. Hall.
Called Mr. Kelly's job to get a swap. Take a 2008 police intercepting our performance car to his shop and get a motor swap. I got a block that I had built, the bottom of the block. Everything's brand new to me. I told him to take everything off my car that I just was driving and blew up at the Wilbur Cruise. For some reason overheated. So check the water pump, whatever may be the case, take all this stuff off of this, put it on this new block that I just built. Instead, he took the whole motor that I brought him, smacked it in my car, swapped some heads and put it on me, tried to make it look good when I already had heads on this motor, heads on that motor. Why are you going to get some extra stuff and put it on there to make it look good and then try to give it back to me and tell me it didn't work?
What happened?
So what happened was Mr. Hall supplied us with a complete 2008 5.7 Hemi. A little background on Hemi, 2003 to 2008 are all the same interchange years. It came in, motor had brand new cylinder heads on it. Motor looked really good. I'll give him that. Whoever he had built it looked fantastic on the outside. So he supplied us with an engine, complete engine with cylinder heads. It had a little tag on it, said it needed an oil pan gasket, valve cover gaskets, and then a thermostat. So that's what we replaced on for brand new oil pan gasket on it, valve cover gaskets, and thermostat in it. Removed his old engine. He also supplied us with a set of long tube headers and a 2009 up Hemi intake manifold with adapter brackets that would adapt it to the older engine style. So we installed all of that, and upon trying to start the car, it's pushing. I'm trying to put this in terms where a non-mechanic.
Yeah, please.
So as an engine cranks over, it produces what's called compression. And as this engine's trying to start, it's pushing compression into the cooling system without even running. So when we actually dissected Mr. Hall's old engine, we found the reason that it blew up was that it dropped what's called a valve seat, and it drops into the cylinder, it blows into pieces, and puts little pits in the pistons and locks the engine up. That's what was wrong with his old engine. There was absolutely nothing savable about his old engine. I still have his old engine.
The 2008.
2008, correct. So I still have his old engine that's blown up. The cylinder heads were damaged. The engine was damaged. There were no parts swapped out of what he gave me. What the engine block and the engine that he gave me, the cylinder heads, everything he provided me is what we agreed to put into his vehicle, and that's what went into his vehicle. He provided me with a set of long tube headers. We had to do some fabrication work to the exhaust to get that actually lined up and go, fit in there how they should, no problem. We did a little bit of rust repair on the intersections of the metal in the car where the catalytic converters were, and repaired that as well. And so upon firing the vehicle up, it just didn't want to run right, and then we did our preliminary examination of it. What I'm thinking is that whoever built the engine either put, these engines are specific. You have a left side cylinder head and a right side cylinder head, and it goes for the cylinder head gaskets as well. So based on what I've seen in the past and my many years of experience with doing this, somebody's either got two of the same size cylinder heads on it or two of the same size cylinder head gaskets on the motor. We do have a disclaimer in our sign-in sheet that I gave you, that says that we're not responsible for all defective customer supplied parts.
Slow down. Let me find it. Okay, go ahead.
It says that Top Speed Performance and Repair is not responsible for any and all affected customer supplied parts. And any damage, loss, or definitely happen in our lot. If the customer supplied part is found to be defective, the customer is responsible for additional labor fees and installation of another part. Well, we all did sign the sheet. And as well as at the bottom, it does say by signing this, you are in agreement to the terms above in their entirety. So
How much did you charge him to perform the work?
we agreed on a flat rate of $5,000 to install this engine, as well as do the rust repair and any other knick-knack stuff that I needed, like as far as making exhaust fabrication and stuff like that for the headers.
And then you came out with $5,065.97.
Yeah, that was a little over the taxes, but I was gonna round it down for $5,000 flat for him when he gave
Did he-
it.
And how much did he pay you?
Nothing. I have not received a dollar, on this return. He did ask me to check into the motor and say, hey, can you figure out what's wrong with it? And I conversed back and forth with him, and I said, I have no problem with that, but I want to square up on this bill before I dig any further in. Because it seemed like it was gonna this work.
What are you gonna tell me that he did wrong, Mr. Holland? When I say that, I want you to understand something. Just listen to me, listen. You're suing him for $7,000. You're not a certified mechanic, are you?
No, I'm not certified.
Wait, I'm just asking you, do you have a mechanic that looked at this and said they screwed up, they didn't do this right? Yeah,
So now that we here, right, and he just admitted it, see, we agreed for him to swap the heads. If he wasn't gonna swap the heads, he should have said that. If the head was bad or one was bad, he should have said that. Cause I got another head at my house.
Sir, just stand back there. You ain't gotta walk up.
I got the other head at my house. But he never called me and said, hey, Mr. Hall, these heads are bad, bro, or one of these were good. And I would say, hey, well, here's the other head we had, but we was gonna take the ones off of that.
all right, just settle down.
And put it on there.
You're getting too angry.
Oh, we're gonna put it on there.
But you're pointing right by him.
You
Just
see what I'm saying? So he never informed me that, so he would never know that I got a brand new head. It was from that motor, but we decided to put them heads on there, and he agreed to put them heads on there, so that's when we come to this at. So now this head's just sitting in my house in a brand new bag in the basement.
where do you guys have in writing exactly what work was to be done?
We don't have in writing at all exactly what we're supposed to do. It was a verbal agreement between the two of us.
So if he would have just called and said, hey,
You understand what he's saying here? Why don't you call him?
I did call him. I called him several
Slow
times.
down.
Tried to explain to him exactly what was going on with it. And he, after I told him something was wrong with the engine, I told him several times, I said, hey, come up, let's take a look at it together. I'll show you what it's doing. He has not seen this vehicle, not came back to my shop since signing the sign-in sheet. That's it. He has not been back to my facility at all. See this vehicle.
Just settle down, you guys.
Come back. I've called him and said, hey, come up and let's take a look at this. Let's look at it together. We'll get a game plan together. I want to show you what's going on. That way we know. And
So you got the 2008 version still, right?
I do. It's on my trailer out back.
What did you take off that 2008?
So I took the cylinder head off of it because that motor was locked up solid. We couldn't, because you're supposed to be able to rotate the engine over to get what's called torque converter bolts out so you could separate the engine from the transmission without making a giant mess or damaging a component. And we could not get that to spin over. So I had to pull motor and transmission out of the vehicle together, separate everything on the floor, and get the torque converter separated. And I'm like, man, why is this thing not coming apart? Why is it not spinning? And I pulled the valve covers off of it, I pulled the cylinder heads off of it, and immediately I go, okay, it's the common 03 to 08 pre-diesel Hemi valve seat drop. It dropped the valve seat. What it does is that piston comes up so close to the top deck and the cylinder head when it drops that valve seat, the little pieces get melted into the piston and it makes it to where the engine is locked.
What do you have to add to this, Mr. Radwin?
Pretty much just my technical background, to assist by here. They're from 2005 to 2009, the Hemis are considered, pre-eagle, and they are known for.
They're considered what?
Pre-eagle engines.
Okay,
They are known for dropping valve seats. It can happen at 20,000 miles. It can happen at 200,000 miles. With that being known, a lot of motors are rebuilt by people that aren't certified mechanics. I'm not sure where Mr. Hall received his motor from that he brought to us. It could have been pieced together by anybody.
where'd you get that at?
Buddy of mine built the motor. We built two.
Was he a certified mechanic?
That's why.
Wait, was he a certified mechanic?
Yeah.
Who is it?
He's got the receipts for the motor he built and everything is in the motor with his name and everything on it. You'd like to see it.
Why don't you? Okay, you just hold on to that a second.
Can't actually say that he's a certified mechanic, but I don't know for sure. But I've been in the garage with him. He's built multiple race cars, and that's what he do for. How do he's like? Oh, he's old enough, like old enough to be my grandpa. Oh, he knows stuff.
How old is he?
Talking about 80 to 85.
Can you have him zoom in right now?
You see, if
Can you call him?
we can try his number.
Why don't you go ahead and call him? Go out in the hallway and call him, okay?
Well, we'll call him.
Just call him up and I tell him I'd like him to talk on the video here.
Chance I want to a little bit. I'll do that, but I understand that because the whole basis is he was supposed to swap the heads. But if he realized the heads wasn't no good, he was supposed to call me and inform me before he just.
Do you guys have any desire to have this? Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Do you guys have any desire to have this guy zoom in or not?
Let's see, the only reason why I'm saying no is because, I mean, I've got my certifications right here. I mean, my certifications speak for themselves. My reputation speaks for itself, and my work speaks for itself. In any other case here, other than this one, like I said, this motor came in and it looked fantastic. I mean, I'll give it to whoever he had put it together. It looked great. But he did tell me that this guy was in and out of the hospital, kind of got initially sick. I can't recall exactly what he said he was sick with. But I even had a conversation with him. I was like, hey man, maybe he mixed it up and accidentally did something. Because if you're sick, you walk away from something for months.
You might forget about what you did or didn't do.
Yeah, so I told him, I was like, I have no problem digging into it, figuring out what happened. I said, but we did agree on, I put this motor in, I swapped some components over as far as what's gonna be good and what's not. And get your headers on it.
And what's going on with the motor now? How does it operate now?
When you go to start it up, it doesn't really want to start. It's cranking over weird. It's got what's called a gallop. So it sounds like it's low on compression on a couple cylinders, which I at first contributed to. The motor's been sitting for a couple of years, he told me. So that maybe the piston rings haven't came out to the cylinder walls and sealed, so it'll make compression. So then we'll crank it over and finally got it running, and then it ran for 20 seconds. So God shut it off. And I went to pop the radiator or there's an overflow tank on the driver's side stroke. I went to pop it off and it shot hit the ceiling. I'm like, there's no.
You agree that with his complaint, that he says I wanted him to swap out all components?
No, I do not agree with that.
You never told him you were gonna do that?
No, what I told him is, what he called me and said is, I got a 2008 motor. I want to make sure, or I got a 2005 motor. I want to make sure it works for 2008. That's when I informed him. I said, well, all of the pre-Eagle Hemis from 2003 to 2008 are identical. There's really not much you need to change other than depending if it's a truck motor or a car motor, you change the oil pan over so it clears the suspension components in the rack and pinion. You change the exhaust manifolds or headers from truck to car. And then the intake manifolds is the only difference. Because on a truck, the throttle body faces straight up to the hood, the car faces straight out to the headlights. I said, other than that, there's really no difference. I did end up putting a fresh set of valve cover gaskets on it, oil pan gasket on it, header gaskets on it for the headers bolt to the heads.
And you thought he would approve of this?
Correct. Because
Did you tell him this when you were doing it?
I did. I got into detail what I was going to do. I think what Mr. Hall is mistaking is he's mistaking head gaskets for valve cover gaskets and valve covers. Not to discredit Mr. Hall, but sometimes the stuff does get kind of confusing if you haven't, been in the life or messed with stuff like that very often. So the way an engine is designed, you have, at least these Hemys. They're 12 packs, valve covers, valve cover gaskets, cylinder heads, the cylinder head gaskets, the engine block itself. Then you have 8 pistons, 8 rods, 1 crankshaft to run them. And then you have your timing cover, your rear cover, and your header step bolt to it. And then obviously, your camshaft, your lifters, your valves, all that stuff. So,
Were you still going to charge him the $5,000?
well, that's where our sign-in sheet comes into play. We did agree on a $5,000 bill to.
Yeah, but you didn't have this working,
Sorry.
but it wasn't running.
Correct, but that's why I have this disclaimer in my stuff. We're not responsible for customer supplied parts. If you bring me a part that's bad, think of yourself as the shop owner. If you're working on something and it's a hard job, so especially stuff like this with added labor, like pulling a motor and transmission together requires drive shaft removal, full exhaust system removal, transmission cross member removal, transmission line removal. We have been draining fluid out of the transmission to make sure you don't make a giant mess.
All right, here's what we're gonna do.
It's a giant mess.
You guys are gonna have to have a seat. I got too many people waiting. I want to take 5 minutes. I'll come back to you guys, okay? I need to get some of these other people out of here. But I'm gonna take a 5-minute recess first, please. Everybody stay seated. 2008 onto the 2000, just listen. Onto the 2005, that it would be working properly now?
Yes, I say, but he says.
Wait a minute. Why do you say that? You're not a certified mechanic. Who's telling me that?
I'm telling you that because
All right, wait a second. How can you, hang on a second.
I'm about to explain to you right now. Can I say something, one thing real fast?
Yeah, but I want you to explain why you think that would be working properly.
Let me say this, right? Never been back to your shop to even look at this car, and I can come to court and basically tell you what's wrong with it. I gotta know something. He just told us that the head is bad on the car. I have the extra head at my house. If he would have caught me and said, hey, these heads are bad, I can't swap these on here, I would say, hey, one of them heads on that motor we built, we think is bad. I got the extra one here. Put this on there, then put that in there. So yes, it would have worked if he would have just did what I asked him instead of what he wanted to.
Your Honor, I didn't say the heads were bad. Like I said, the motor was fantastic. I still stand by that. It looks great. It's just, I think whoever he had put this engine together, put 2 of the same side cylinder heads or 2 of the same side cylinder head gaskets on the engine. We did no disassembly of the engine he provided. He provided us a literal complete engine. It was ready to run after dropping on basic components that are not detrimental to the engine running properly or what's wrong with it. Valve cover gaskets cover the valve train, or valve covers cover the valve train, which is, the rocker arms, the push rods, all that, which actually, rocks up and down when the cam moves. And keeps oil from leaking out of the engine. The oil pan does the same thing. It houses 7 quarts of oil, and all we did was put an oil pan gasket on it. That's what the little tag that he had with it stated that that's what we needed. I had conversations with him and said, I don't mind digging into this engine further, but all I want is the previous bill ironed out. I mean, I'm sure you can kind of see how difficult it is to have a simple, understanding conversation with him. In no matter shape or form did I ever say here in this courtroom today that these cylinder heads are bad. I just said I simply think that he's got either 2 left or right side cylinder heads on this engine, or 2 of the same side head gaskets on this engine, meaning he's got a left side head on the left side head on the right, or a right side on the left and a right side on the right. I've never once said these cylinder heads are bad.
But if you would have took the heads off like you were supposed to, you put the other ones off the other motor, and you would put all new seals, all new gaskets in here, you would have to call Mr. Hall and say, hey, these heads ain't no good, or, you know what I'm saying? So what do you want me to do?
Slow down a
Then
second.
that's when we would have came with the other head that you.
Slow down a second.
Gasket.
Slow down a second, Mr. Hall. I want to just ask a question.
So
So
never assembled none of it. He just put it in.
That wasn't our agreement.
stop. I want everybody to stop right. You're telling me he agreed to swap every component off that 2008 onto the 2005.
Correct.
And you deny that.
I do know, I do. Because the motor, he told me, he said, man, it's built, it's ready to go, it's got cam in it, it's got this, it's got that. And then I said, okay, we're gonna have to tune your engine's computer for that camshaft as well. And he says, well, no, the motor's already tuned. The motor's already tuned for that. I said, no, listen, these cars are electronically controlled. The engine's computer has to be, the parameters inside the computer have to be adjusted. So that told me at the beginning of that conversation, not to be rude to Mr. Hall, but his mechanical experience. Because every vehicle is an electronically controlled vehicle after 1996. After 1996, when they changed to OBD2, any
He
modification.
never told you that.
You never told me what?
He wanted you to swap all components off the 2008 and
No, what he told me is that he wanted me to swap whatever components are needed to make the 2005 engine work in the 2008. He told me he's had other people tell him, oh, no, you can't do it anymore. I said, no, you might have to swap a camera or crank sensor in there from the 08.
And you maintain that even if you'd have done that, this engine would be in no better shape.
Correct. Because the old engine, the cylinder heads were garbage on the old engine. They dropped valve seats. If you don't mind, Your Honor, I can pull out my phone and I can show you what a drop valve seat looks like in a Hemi and what it does to the piston. It absolutely destroys the cylinder wall in the engine, the piston, the cylinder head itself is garbage. It just, they're junk. There's no, I mean, you can send them out to a machine shop and spend more than they're worth to have them reconditioned, but you can pick up a good used cylinder head for $150-200 most of the time. But like I said, this engine looks fantastic. I mean, the engine was painted bright orange. Somebody did a really good job there. The cylinder heads were painted bright silver. Well, I mean, really, really good looking motor. And it was all assembled properly. The push rods were in the correct place. When I took valve covers off, I did a valve tray inspection. Everything looked good.
And you still think you're entitled to $5,000?
Well, what I think I'm entitled to is what we agreed upon. So I did not build this engine. I did not do anything other than what Mr. Hall and I agreed to. We agreed to $5,000 of installing this engine. I agreed to do it for that price because he supplied his own engine, his own headers, his own intake manifold, everything. It is a lot of labor to remove that engine and transmission as an assembly because what has to happen is so his car is an old police cruiser and it's got the wrap around push bar on the front of it for the pit bar.
Mhm.
So in order to remove engine and transmission out of this vehicle, you have to remove the front, that push bar, the front bumper, the cooling pack, the radiator core support. And then what I do is I unbolt the motor mounts, I unbolt the exhaust, I take the entire exhaust from the engine to the back bumper down because this exhaust is straight pipe and it's all welded one piece from engine to tailpipes. So that's 8-9 feet of exhaust you gotta pull down. Drive shaft has to come out. And then transmission cross member, transmission lines have to come out, and then we pull the engine and transmission, which is about as long as, I would say that engine and transmission is about 7 or 8 feet long.
All right, what do you have to say, Mr. Ragdale?
Ragland.
Pardon?
Ragland.
Ragland, I'm sorry, Ragland.
As Mr. Kelly stated, we were supposed to install the customer's parts that we weren't supposed to rebuild his engine. He says he bought the engine from a reputable engine builder. He dropped the engine off to us, told us to replace the things on it that needed to make it work in his car. We weren't told to rebuild his engine. If he thinks that the guy he bought the engine from is a reputable engine builder, why would we rebuild it? We never said that we were going to rebuild it. And like Mr. Bobby stated also, his engine block itself was unusable. Once they drop a valve seat, those valves are metal. They get inside the motor, they scorch the cylinder walls, they scar them all up, they tear the pistons up, they tear the heads up. That means that we would have to literally rebuild his whole motor. And we weren't told, we never said that we were.
I got it. Ma'am, you wanted to read me something.
I just have the text message
Read it,
from when we first left the car. It was February 20th.
nice and loud.
2008 Dodge Charger transmission, no modifications to the motor fuel type, service needed or requested. 2005 motor swap to 2008 body, everything off the 08 motor onto the 05 motor flashed and tuned for it to run properly. JBL long tune headers compared to headers on 08, which ones are best? That was the original text message when the car was on the way to
What about that?
his office.
Well, when that's not everything on an engine block. So, and I'm trying to break this down again for non-mechanics. No offense, Judge.
Thank you.
Why would you take a good used built engine, or I'm gonna say new in his case, because he said it was new and built. Why would I take bad components out of a bad engine that he wants replaced and put them into an engine he's claiming is new? And put it together, we're gonna be in the same boat as when we drop the car off, and we're gonna put bad parts into a good engine. So why would I do that?
Okay.
And if you, and I'm also, Your Honor, he said he's never seen, Mr. Ragland here, if you look on the back of that, invoice I gave you, Mr. Ragland's mechanic number, and it is on the back of that.
I didn't say it wasn't a mechanic with shop. I thought I'd never seen him in talk to him before. That's what I said.
Well, I've got multiple employees who run the whole
But anyway, like I was saying, you took the half this off. You took them parts off from the get-go. We wouldn't have had.
Why
You
you
slapped that motor in because I'm paying you to do that.
Wait a minute, wait.
That's my money.
Wait,
So
guys,
you do it.
hey, guys,
That was my money.
wait, Mr. Hall. When I tell you to stop, I expect you to stop. Don't address him. I got news for you. If you convince him, you're right. But you don't convince me, you're gonna lose. So address me, not him. You're getting angry,
Well, that's what I'm, my money.
but you kind of got an anger problem. I gotta tell you.
I got it because I've been dealing with this for quite some time with him and his attitude and threatening me and all that. And I paid you to do a specific thing and you didn't do it. And he tried to shice me. And he act like I don't know. I got some type of, he tried to play like I got no car mechanic specialist. I wouldn't just come with this out of my head. I never been that.
Sir,
I know from
sir, you're angry. Settle down. Yes, sir. What do you want back that he still has?
That's my car, everything in it, my parts, my two.
Wait, what do you, wait, slow down. You're just sounding angry.
He has my car. He has also the motor that's supposed to go in the car. He got all my extra parts. He got a whole nother motor with all the extra heads on it.
What do you think he's entitled to, Mr. Kelly?
At this moment, with non-payment, like it says at the bottom of my sign-in sheet here, it says we do not release vehicles until full O&M paid is full. But it's more of what I think I'm entitled to here. We plain and simple, we perform the work, we use customer supplied parts. It's not our responsibility that what I look at is that, why should I be punished because he had a third party build this engine and he brought it to us to install and it's bad? We agreed on a price, we agreed on a service was provided, no payment's ever been given. I went back and forth. I told him multiple times over the phone, I feel like this is gonna be like pulling teeth, getting payment from you for this vehicle. I told him from the get-go, if you make this bill right, I will do my best to make sure this car runs properly. He's made no attempt to make this bill correct. I have no problem with any of my customers, as long as they are willing to pay what we agree upon, no issues. I mean, I've donated vehicles to cars, I've donated cars to people that I don't even know that were in car accidents on Facebook and I've just seen it. I'm that type of person. But it's just, when I do a service and we agree on something, that's how it should be. I mean, I guess in 2026, that's kind of hard to come by.
How much did he pay for the counterclaim, Jennifer?
For the filing fee, there's no
Yeah.
filing fee for a counterclaim. He would have just paid
Yeah.
for service.
Thank you. That's what I was guessing. Anything else?
I feel like we wouldn't be in this situation if he would have called me and said, hey, these heads on this cop motor ain't no good. I can't do this. And then I would have explained to him that we left the heads on here intentionally to make sure you put them heads on there because we think these heads are better. But now since you say this motor's locked up and they're no good, here's this head that goes with this motor. It's gonna make it run properly. That's all.
Your Honor, may I ask Mr. Hall a direct question?
Sure.
Mr. Hall, how many cylinder heads did you have with Brandon?
I got one.
Yeah, how many?
One left beside you said, just said on.
Well, no,
You said it might be that. Got that one right here.
Okay,
Back.
so this engine
You
requires,
just called me.
this engine requires 2 cylinder
You
heads.
said on the ones that.
No, I didn't say any of them were bad.
I'm right, you said the gasket. So
No,
I took all the off.
I didn't say that.
Usually the gasket wouldn't be bad either.
Mr. Hall,
Now, Your Honor, may I ask you a question? Have I ever said in this conversation?
No.
No, was that these components were bad.
No.
So this is the kind of difficulty I had communicating with Mr. Hall over the phone.
Mr. Hall,
Said it might be possibly backwards or the gas.
I don't believe that he agreed to swap out all the components. Let's start with that. And you haven't proven to me that even if he did that, that this would be working any better than it is now. He's got all these things in writing. You didn't have anything in writing. He worked on this. I'm gonna cut it down to $4,000 on the counterclaim. No cause of action on your claim. I tend to agree with him.
So-
Sir, please let me finish.
Right.
He seems very, very, very knowledgeable to me. You're not a mechanic. I don't know a lot about cars. I would call it one of my deficiencies, to be truthful with you.
Mhm.
But I've listened to him enough to believe that I'm making the right decision here. And that's what I'm doing. I'm ordering no cause of action on your claim, 4,000 on the counterclaim. I'm not gonna expect you to, none of this has to do with storage fees, right?
No, I just did the 7,000 as a count of his 7,000, but I will offer this as well. If Mr. Hall wants to have a civil conversation, I want to see everybody in their car having fun.
So you
I
guys,
would probably
maybe you
go-
guys can sit down and act,
I don't have a problem with that. Still do.
maybe you guys can sit down,
I
but
don't.
Mr. Hall, please do me a favor, sir.
That's right.
You need to work on your
They're
anger.
telling me if he fixed the car, I would pay him. I already knew it was the cylinder head because I
Listen,
did the extra one.
I'm not gonna, I'm,
Put the-
guys, Mr. Hall, you're too angry. I'm telling you, I don't know if this is typical for you. I sure hope it isn't. You just seem very, very, very angry.
I feel like,
Sir,
can I say?
sir, no, you can't say another word. I hope you guys talk. I'm entering this judgment. And that's what I'm doing, and you guys can figure it out. No cause of action on plaintiff's complaint.
Do I get my?
Hang on. Counter plaintiff prevails on counterclaim for $4,000. Yeah, you can have your car back, but you're gonna have to pay him, you're gonna have to pay him the $4,000.
Got all the parts and everything to go with it, correct?
Absolutely. I have no interest in the parts. Absolutely.
Once paid, well, I'll even write that on here, once paid, plaintiff entitled to car and all components, all parts. Does that cover it?
Yeah, can we get specific with those parts as well? His engine block, with, his damaged engine block, I do have, it has one cylinder head that is still bolted to it, I believe.
I'm writing down damaged engine block. What
Yeah.
else?
Two cylinder heads,
Two cylinder heads.
his 2009 plus intake manifold with adapter brackets.
Hang on a second. 2009 what?
That should be all.
Hang on, please.
That's right.
Go ahead. Hang on. Guys, I'm getting impatient with you now. Stop. I don't want you interrupting me. 2009 what?
Intake manifold with adapter brackets.
Okay, go ahead.
As well as his old 2003 to 2008 intake manifold that has
Old.
valve seat in it.
Old 2003 to 2008 manifold,
Intake manifold.
intake manifold that has what?
That has intake manifold. It's got valve seat pieces in it. Oh, it's junk. Everything use it.
Does that cover everything?
That does cover everything.
Good. That's what I'm gonna write. No cause of action on plaintiff's complaint. Counter plaintiff prevails on counterclaim for $4,000 once paid. Plaintiff entitled to car and all parts. Parents damage engine block, two cylinder heads, 2009 intake manifold with adapter bracket, old 2003 to 8 intake manifold.
Yes.
Is that right?
That's correct.
Good enough. Go down the hall, get the judgment. Thank you. Oh, I'm gonna hand you back your documents here, sir.
Oh,
I don't think we gave me any, Mr. Hall. Good luck to all of you. Okay.
Tensions exploded in the courtroom when the judge lost patience with an increasingly frustrated plaintiff during a heated dispute over a Dodge Charger engine repair. As emotions boiled over, the judge firmly interrupted, warning, "When I tell you to stop, I expect you to stop." The confrontation escalated further when the judge accused the man of having an anger problem and repeatedly ordered him to calm down and address the court instead of arguing with the other party. In the end, the judge shut down any further interruptions, delivered the ruling, and made it clear that emotional outbursts would not influence the decision.
It by first-class mail.
Yes, sir. Back on, I believe we sent it out on April 16th. I also filed up with Mr. Messmore yesterday via email, sent him a copy. He did respond.
He
So
did or did not?
He did. So I'm surprised he's not here yet.
Jennifer, we have that?
Yes, Your Honor. We have that proof of service filed with us on April 17th.
Show cause was issued, defendant failed to appear, bench warrant to issue. What was the amount of this judgment again here, counsel? What do we have here? It looks
hold on,
like
Judge.
7539.43.
Correct.
I'm gonna do a cash bond of 1,000, okay?
Okay.
You can submit that and we'll get it entered into lien, all right?
All right. Thank you, sir. Good to see you. Be well.
Thank you. You too. Take care,
All
Mr.
right.
Geisler.
Thank you.
On-site specialty cleaning and restoration versus Michael Joseph Smith, 2501516. Everybody's name, please.
Cameron from On-Site Specialty Cleaning and Restoration.
Cameron who?
Kessler.
And your name, sir?
Michael Smith.
Are you in your house?
Yes, sir.
Do you really need that mask on? I just want to make sure I can hear you.
Yes, sir. I'm missing a front tooth, and when I speak, sometimes spit comes out, sir.
Okay, you're fine.
All right,
All right,
thank
so
you.
we adjourn it looks like we adjourned the discovery subpoena, the creditor's exam, until today, and you were to pay $2,000 on the next day. Did he do that, Mr. Kessler?
No, he did not.
Oh, yes, I did. Yeah, the very next day, I absolutely did.
Oh, I thought you were talking about paying it today. Yeah, he did pay the $2,000 after the last subpoena hearing.
Right, so how are you going to pay the rest of this, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. I had planned on having the money, the $2,000 today. The beginning of last month, my bank accounts got froze by the state of Michigan, Health and Human Services. I got that all straightened out, Your Honor. I owed $6,000 in back child support, so I paid 1/4 of that in good faith and worked out a payment program with them. So that's where $1,500 went last month. I do have
Let's slow
500.
down. Let's
Yes,
slow
sir.
down.
Yes, sir.
Maybe I didn't write the notes down. Did was there any agreement besides him paying $2,000 on March the 18th? Which you're telling me he paid, Mr. Kessler?
Yes, he paid that.
Yeah, I know. But was there any other agreement on payment of the balance?
Yes.
Mr. Kessler, can you tell me what the agreement was?
Yeah, from the last subpoena hearing, he was to pay the $2,000 on June 1st.
Wait a minute. He paid $2,000 on March the 18th, right?
Correct.
Was there an agreement that he also paid $2,000 by June 1st?
Yes.
And you're telling me you didn't pay it because the bank accounts were frozen?
No, I was saving up for it. I had $1,500 saved up. I was just waiting for my VA disability to hit this month to make the complete $2,000. And after court today, sir, I was going to bring him the other $2,000 check. It wasn't going to be an issue, Your Honor. I'm only asking. I can give him the other $500 out of the $2,000 because I have that from this month. I just need a couple other months to get back to that other $1,500 to give him, Your Honor. Unfortunately, what had happened with child support happened, and there was nothing I can do. I had to pay it, Your Honor.
Do you want to go forth with this creditor's exam, Mr. Kessler? What do you want to do? How are you supporting yourself, Mr. Smith? Remind me.
It's just my 100% VA disability, Your Honor. It's 46 $62 a month, give or take about $40 or $60, Your Honor. Sometimes my insurance comes out of that. It's like $40 a month.
Well, what do you want to do? Tell me how much you can afford to pay.
I can give him $500 in good faith right now, and if he wants to, Your Honor, for the next 3 months after this, July, August, September, I can give him $500 at the beginning of every month to make this good, or he can just wait until September. And I can give him that other $1,500 plus this $500 today, if that's what they want, to make the $2,000, Your Honor. I just need a little bit more time. Unfortunately, it just happened, and
Wait a
I
minute.
don't work.
Would you stop rambling, please, Mr. Smith? Just give me a second, will you please?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, Your Honor.
Look, the judgment was for 5898.01. If you paid 2,000, that leaves a balance of 3898.01. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, Your Honor, you're correct.
Well, then you keep acting like 2,000 is going to end it. And I don't understand how 2,000 is going to end it. You still owe $3,898.01.
Yes, Your Honor. In talking prior to the original $2,000, they had worked something out because they know my situation that they would waive the $1,700 in good faith, and I appreciate that completely.
Wait a minute, slow down. Did you guys make me aware of this reduction?
I don't believe that we ever agreed to that.
Hey, Mr. Smith,
I apologize.
was it on the record? Was it on the record? Did somebody say on the record from on-site specialty cleaning and restoration, whether it be Mr. Kessler or otherwise, I'm going to waive $1,700 if you pay these as agreed upon? Was that ever placed on the record?
Not in the courtroom, no, Your Honor.
Well, then it doesn't count.
Okay.
Unless you have a writing, it doesn't count. And by the way, you breached any agreement that would entitle you to a reduction of the balance. So let's figure this out. You guys can come up with a payment plan, but you don't get a reduction in this debt. You don't get a reduction. I don't care why your money was frozen. Who took what out of your account? I don't care why. So the only issue here is, do you want to go forth with the creditor's exam, Mr. Kessler? If you do, I'm putting you in a separate breakout room. I'm going to swear in Mr. Smith, or you guys can enter into a monthly installment payment plan.
Yeah, we're open to that monthly installment payment plan.
Well, you guys want to work one out? Listen, I got a lot of cases going here. I'm going to put you in a breakout room. I'm going to let you two talk. I expect you two to be professional about it, and you can agree on something. In the meantime, Jennifer, maybe you can print out an installment payment order for me and send it down, and I'll fill it in, assuming they reach an agreement, okay? So that's what we'll do. You guys go into a breakout room. We'll call you very shortly. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Michael Anthony Harris, 5T6461588, and B. Your name?
Michael Anthony Harrison.
Okay, so do you have your $200 today?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
I came to talk to you about, I didn't want to ever disrespect your time, and your time.
you're fine.
And I would like to know, since we're in this situation right now, to speak to you, anyway, we can, lower the payment a little bit so I can get paid the whole thing. I get my license, because if I don't have my license.
How much you can't, are you asking me to not pay the 200 today?
No, I pay it right now, sir. I pay that right now. I'm saying, can we, any way possible, lower the whole balance? Because over that, because, I need my license. I would like to, obtain my license so I can drive to work. And I don't want.
Hang on a second.
I want to, yes, sir.
Hang on. I reduced your balance by $13 on this case that you're going to pay $200 on today. I reduced the balance to $330 from Did I say 3:30 including is Heather out there? Heather, did I say?
I am Judge. Let me look it up, and I'm sorry, I missed his name. What was his last name?
Michael Harris, he was in front of me Friday on the
Michael.
B file.
Okay, let me take a look. On the B file, you want to know which, it was 3:30 including
I mean,
the
and how
clearance
much did
fee.
he owe, not including the clearance fee? I believe he owed 317 plus the clearance fee of 45 for 352.
So
Right.
it would, so it's 3:30, that's, the total is 3:30 with the clearance fee that he owes right now.
Yeah, but I cut it down by 22
Yeah, let me take
$22
a
for you,
look at what I
Mr.
took
Harris.
out.
What are you asking me to do?
I want to pay the $4. But can you take the one off and I can pay the 2 tickets if possible? Because
Wait a minute, slow down. I don't understand. Pay the one off and you can pay the 2 tickets. I don't get what you're saying.
well, when I had a price that said the tickets in LA when they came to my house in Los Angeles, and they said that both tickets was like $300 or something like that.
No, they were not. They were 185 and 135, and you screwed up by not showing up on that idiot.
But I didn't do it intentionally, sir. That's why I'm your presence today.
Do you have another $250 with you today,
Yes, sir.
plus the 200?
No,
I'm not gonna cut it down. You're asking me to do too much here.
$450 that I'm asking out to pay.
You have 450 now?
I said that's $450 you asking to pay right now, but I'm saying.
Slow down.
You said 200 right now, and then 250 before the $50. That we talking
Slow
about.
down. How much money do you have in your pocket today?
I have my debit card, sir.
Can you put $450 on your debit card?
Can we lower it down to 350, please?
Mr. Harris.
And then I'll be done with it, please, sir.
No, I can't do that. I can't do that.
Okay.
I'll tell you what I will do, okay? Because you got to pay your clearance fee too. You pay $225 more on the no insurance for a total of $425, and I'll give you your clearance too. So I'm only going to charge you $180 on that, okay?
Well, I'll pay you total, sir.
Pardon?
I'm gonna totally, I'll pay you right now.
$425, and that'll give you your clearance back. Can you do that?
Yes, sir. Can you make it 400?
No, I can't do that. You kidding me?
I'm a struggling working man like you,
Like me?
Good, sir. I'm not here trying to hit a ball, get a base hit every day, and
Yeah, well, I just saved you about $140 or $50 between these two, between Friday and today. So you go down the hall, waive the balance. He's going to pay $225 on the B file, including the clearance fee. Okay.
Okay, Judge.
You go to law school.
And Judge said every penny count. They told me that.
Good luck. Get out of here. Stay out of here. Good luck to you. I wish you well.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you guys for serving.
Have a good day. Midland Credit versus Robert Rupert.
Your Honor, if we could pass that one for just a moment, the
Sure.
plaintiff's
How about
attorney's in with another person.
What LVNV versus Zakaria?
I
Good
believe,
morning, Your Honor.
Let me-
Preston Nate appearing for LVNV.
I need you to start your video. LVNV funding versus Christopher Zakaria, 2600626. Morning, Mr. Nate. How are you? Your appearance?
Good, Your Honor. Thank you. Preston Nate, P77884, appearing for LVNV.
Is Ms. Palon here?
Your Honor, she has not appeared and we have left a message at her office.
Mr. Nate, how long you been practicing?
10 years in this field now.
Maybe you can make me understand why we got to track down lawyers. Can somebody, maybe any of the other lawyers can tell me too, but I'm getting a bit tired of it. We shouldn't have, no judges called my office when I was practicing 35, 40 years ago. I don't ever remember them calling me up and saying, hey, where are you? Or their staff. I mean, this is crazy. What do you want me to do here? I'm not gonna chase him down and I'm not gonna set a pretrial date without him, and I'm not inclined to reschedule anymore. I'm just getting tired of this.
Well, I mean, we work with Jenny quite a bit. I don't know where she's
Well,
at today.
call her
Um,
up and get her to come in here. And we'll go from there. I don't relish in entering defaults that why should the staff just have to reschedule? Or why shouldn't she have to show up? That's the way I feel about it. So will you please try to get a hold of her and I'll go from there?
yeah, I can give her a call, see if
Thanks.
I can get a hold of her.
Jefferson Capital versus Ellen Stone, 2601149.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ellen Stone here.
Good morning, Ms. Stone. How are you?
Good, sir. How are you?
Good.
Sorry, I was on mute. Jay Beg on behalf of plaintiff.
How you doing, Mr. Begg? All
Good,
right.
yourself, Judge?
Good, thanks. So what do we got here? Did you two try to work this out?
I'm just wondering, is this up also for a motion to compel arbitration, or are we just doing the pretrial?
Just the pretrial.
Yes, Your Honor, she filed a motion to, for arbitration on May 20th. It wasn't enough time to put it on today, so we scheduled that for July 13th.
Oh, I see. I see her answering affirmative defenses. Well, I'm just gonna set dates, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm just gonna
That's fine.
set dates. All right, give me a second here, if you would, please. All right. Let's see. All right, today is June the 1st. Discovery is to be completed by August the 1st. No ADR. No motions will be heard on the date of trial. All motions for summary have to be filed and heard not later than 20 days before the trial date. Nobody demanded a jury, correct?
No, Your Honor, but I am compelling motion for arbitration. It is in the agreement, and that's go ahead. I'm sorry, sir.
Why did we set it all the way on July 13th, Jen?
I came in person and paid.
Hang on one second. I'm
Oh.
talking to the judicial clerk.
sorry.
Or the
Judge, I think just, the 15th.
the
I don't,
15th.
no, I don't know, Judge, why we went all the way to July.
Well, let's not, okay?
You want to move it up?
Yeah, we're gonna have that hearing very shortly, but I'll talk to you about that.
I can move it up to June 15th.
Okay. We're gonna set that for June 15th. Witness lists are due July 1. Discovery cutoff is August 1. And we're gonna set a trial date for the 3rd week of August, which would be what, Jen? 4th week.
Your Honor, I object to that. I want to move this according to the agreement in the contract that.
Ms. Stone,
Yes, sir.
I'm just setting these dates now to make sure that if I deny your motion, we're on track. That's all. I'm
Okay,
gonna be
because the
glad to-
attorney agreed to, he said he wouldn't object to the motion to compel arbitration.
I only said that if the motion was to be heard today.
Right.
Yeah, I don't
So
have-
can we reschedule
Slow
for a
down,
motion?
Slow down, please slow down. Look, I don't even have the motion. You didn't file it timely, so it could be heard today, according to what you just told me.
Yeah, and I think that was why it was set for July 13th.
Well, I'm moving it back this way. I'm moving
Okay.
it this way so I can hear it in a couple weeks.
Okay, I understand.
Look, maybe we'll just do this, Jennifer. What is the date you're going to have that for? June 15th, did you say, or June 13th?
June 15th at 10 a.m.
Let's do it June 15th at 10 a.m. And I will also have a pretrial that day in the event that I deny it. How's that? So
All right, thank you.
the motion hearing will be set I presume, I'm sorry, what time did you say? June 13th at what time?
June 15th at 10 a.m.
At 10 a.m. When did she file the motion?
May 20th, Your Honor.
Why couldn't we have heard it this day? That's all I'm asking. Why couldn't we have? That's plenty of notice.
Well, with the holiday, so 7 days would have been the 27th. We normally try to give them at least 10 days to respond.
Yeah.
Who to respond? I sent a notice
Ms.
to,
Stone, Ms.
Yes, sir.
Stone, would you just let me handle this, please?
thank you.
Okay, you're getting a little bit too aggressive for me, okay? I'm
I'm
going to
just nervous
accommodate.
about it, but thank you.
I'm going to accommodate if the case deserves to be, if the case should be set, removed to arbitration, I've got no issue with that. I'd be glad to get it off my docket. I got enough to do here, okay?
Thank you,
But
sir.
Jennifer, we're gonna set this for next Monday. Is there a reason I can't do this next Monday? Mr. Begg has had the motion now for 10 days, right?
On the 8th,
June
I
8th.
have to, let me look at, I gotta see what time that's, I don't have that day pulled up because it's traffic. You have a couple of landlord tenant bench trials at 10:30, so we could add it.
Let's do it
At
at 9
10:30.
o'clock. Mr. Begg, have you looked at her motion? Let's do it at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock on June the 8th. Mr. Begg, have you,
I,
have you,
I looked at the motion, but, I didn't see the provision where she attaches for arbitration is in such fine print, I can't, read it. I'd like, counsel of record to, review and respond, if necessary.
well, that's what I'm doing. I'm setting it for June the 8th at 9 o'clock. We'll see everybody here by Zoom next week. And if I deny the motion, we're gonna also set it for a pretrial, Jennifer, okay? All right, thank you. I'll see you
Thank
next
you, Your
week.
Honor.
Thank
both of
you.
Midland Credit versus Lee Bonder now. 2601321.
Your Honor, plaintiff is in with her last case.
All
She's
right.
got 3 of them this morning at 8:30, so.
Did you get a hold of Ms. Palin, Mr. Nate?
No, I tried to call her office, just got the answering machine. I emailed her as well, but I haven't heard back from her on that front either.
Does Ms. Palin have a history of this with us, Jennifer? Or not?
Unfortunately, yes, Your Honor.
I'm entering a default. Go ahead and take your numbers. Default judgment will enter. She's gonna have to, and please don't sign a stip in order to set it aside. She's gonna have to file a motion if she wants, okay? I'm not
Okay,
gonna-
I will
this
go ahead
is-
and prepare that.
Yeah, go ahead and give me your figures and we'll go from there.
Yeah, so the amounts on the judgment would be as follows. Complaint amount $1,250.69, plus the filing fee of $55, and then the service fee of $54.16. And let me grab that number.
Are you asking for attorney fees, statutory attorney fee?
No, we usually forego the statutory attorney fee. So the total judgment is going to be $1,359.85.
You know, I hate to
Your
do
Honor,
this.
she just logged in.
Where is she?
I'm admitting her right now. Miss Palin?
You have to start your video, Ms. Palin.
Good morning.
Ms. Palin, your name?
Jennifer Palin, Kate 0284.
Well, why do we have to call you and remind you of your court dates? Why do I have to have the lawyer here, Mr. Nate, remind you? I don't want to be a tough guy about this, but you know, I've got a docket to move to. And I don't think our staff should have to, with the overwhelming workload that we have and they have, should have to be acting as somebody's babysitter. I'm
sorry.
sorry.
I
We're
thought I was
not-
logging in early. I thought this hearing, I have it on my docket as 9:30.
It's at 8:30.
For Zachariah?
Yeah. That's what it
I
says on mine.
sincerely apologize. We have it as 9:30 in our system and I will look into
Well, I
that.
was
and see
just
what's
taking a
going on.
default from them because I'm told that you do this with us and I don't like that, okay? I mean, we don't have time for this.
Understood.
Come on. I was just telling Mr. Nate, I practiced law for 11 years before I got here. I don't ever remember a judge's office or judge's staff calling me up and saying, hey, where are you? Not once. Not once. I get the fact you guys have volume, but what are we doing on this? This is a pre-trial? You guys want
It
to
is a
talk or you want me just to give you dates?
Dates is fine. We'll get this figured out. It is a pretrial today.
Here's what I'm doing. All right, Mr. Nate, you're 77884, right? Ms.
Correct.
Palon, you're 80284.
Yes.
All right, discovery will be cut off on August the 1st. No motions will be heard on the date of trial. All motions for summary have to be filed and heard not later than 20 days before the trial date. Nobody demanded a jury. There will be no settlement conference. I'm going to put down 1/2 hour for trial. Witness lists are due July 1 of 26. You don't have to file a trial brief. If you choose to, you have to file and exchange it not later than 7 days before the trial date. And let's see. The trial date will be, give me a date around August 25th or something.
Judge, I'm gonna need to go to September 1st. We've got 12 right now on September 20 or August 24th.
Oh, bench trials?
Yes,
No, they're all going to settle. August 24th at what time?
10:30.
At 10:30. Okay. All right, that's what I'm going to do. And you guys can try to resolve it. If you can't, we'll see you here on that date for trial. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Sadie, here you go.
Thank you.
Midland Credit versus Lee Bondernock, 2601321.
Yes, Your Honor. Francine and James from Midland Credit.
Good morning, Ms. James. Ms. Bondernock, your name?
Lee Bondernock.
Did you guys talk in a breakout room, Ms. James?
Yes, we did, Your Honor.
Any resolution?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
So what we agreed to, Ms. Bondernock has already been paying. She's paid 2 payments already towards the debt for $80. And so she has a remaining payment, 5 payments that she needs to pay monthly for $80 and 1 remaining payment
Need to
left.
know what the balance now is. What is the balance now?
The balance right now is $473.70.
So is that what we're gonna enter a judgment for?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, for 473.70, it's gonna be in the form of a consent judgment. Is
Yes,
that
Your-
right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And she's gonna pay how much? How often?
She's gonna have 5 payments of $80 per month.
Nope, it's every 2 weeks.
Oh, every 2 weeks.
$80 bi-weekly beginning.
My next payment is on 6/12, June 12th.
So is that the agreement that you guys are gonna submit a consent judgment with the total amount of 473.70, and it's gonna have an installment payment provision which provides for the defendant to pay $80 bi-weekly beginning June 12th of 26 until paid in full. Is that right, Ms. James?
Yes, Your Honor. The
And-
last payment will be a little less than $80.
That's fine. Does Ms. Bondernock, does Ms. James have your permission to sign your name to this proposed consent judgment?
She does have my permission, sir.
All right, so she's gonna enter that. You stay in accordance with those payments. They won't be able to garnish wages. You should have it paid off then in what, about 10 weeks, a little bit more, okay? So
Yes,
I
sir.
wish you well.
Your
Anything
Honor,
else?
Your Honor, I wanted to ask for her email address before we hang up.
Can you give her your email address, Ms. Bondernock?
It's my first and last name, LeeBondarenok @gmail.com.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Bondernock.
You're welcome, Miss James.
That's it. You guys are all set. Anything else, Ms. James?
No, Your Honor, that's it.
Any questions or anything else, Ms. Bondernock?
No, sir.
Have a great day, you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. You too.
All right, Midland Credit versus Angela Sladich, 2601407.
Francina James for Midland Credit, Your Honor.
Angela Sladich here.
Your Honor, she is. She didn't come out of the breakout room. Oh, she's out now.
Ma'am, can you start your video? Angela Sladich, start your video and unmute, please. You have to start your video.
Okay. There we go. Can you see me?
And your name?
Angela Sladich.
All right, good morning to you. Did you two
morning.
talk, Ms. James?
Yes, we did, Your Honor.
Any resolution?
Yes, Your Honor. Go ahead.
No, that's it. Go ahead and provide me with the terms.
Okay, so the Mrs. Angela is going to pay a total of $529.79, and we're going to do this by consent judgment. She plans to pay it. Well, we didn't get a date when she plans to pay it. But I did get her email address, and she did say that we would sign on her behalf.
When can you pay this, Ms. Sladich?
I told her on or before 6/30/26, so before the end of the month it will be paid.
Okay.
Yes.
And that's acceptable to you, Ms. James?
Yes, Your Honor.
And ma'am, does Ms.
Yes.
James have your permissions to sign your name to this proposed consent judgment?
Yes.
All right. Any questions, either one of you?
Nope, I am
So-
all set, sir.
So you just need to pay it on her before June 30 and you're all set. She's gonna sign your name. They'll send it over here. I'll sign the order. And you'll be good to go. Thank you very
Okay.
much. Good luck to both of you. Thank you.
Thanks so much. You have a good day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Nice to see somebody smiling, Miss Ladich. And Ms.
You know,
James
what else
too.
can you do?
All right. Do I have the parties ready on onsite versus Smith?
Thank you.
Judge, they're in a breakout room still.
That's fine.
But Miss James is here on Rupert. We
On
passed
which
that
one?
one because Rupert is
Oh, yeah.
Robert
Midland
Rupert.
Credit versus Robert Rupert, 2504832. Your appearance again?
Francina James for Midland Credit, Your Honor.
Mr. Rupert, your name, sir?
Robert Rupert.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Did you two resolve this one?
So, Your Honor, we did not. The defendant needs more information because he doesn't necessarily acknowledge the debt. He thinks it may be his brother may have took the card out in his name. And so what we asked for is to do 60 days for discovery.
Okay. Wow, has he done that to you before?
Yeah, I'm 60, gonna be 62, and I've been through court systems over my brother for 30 years in and out. Not on a regular basis, not real recently, but yeah, it's been a real mess. And it's what's even worse is our names are just reversed. I'm Robert William and he's William Robert, and it's just been a mess, Your Honor.
All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you until June the 30th to file your witness list. Actually, July 1, we're going to make it. And nobody demanded a jury. No, we're not going to have a settlement conference or ADR. Witness lists are due by July 1. Discovery cutoff is August 1. We're going to set that same trial date of August the 24th at 10:30. And you do not have to file a trial brief, but if you choose to, you have to file and exchange it not later than 7 days before the trial. And we will go from there. I'll send out this order. Again, no motions on the date of trial. All motions for summary have to be filed and heard Again, not later than 20 days before the trial date, okay? So we're gonna send this out. You'll have it in the next few days. Mr. Rupert, if they have
Yeah.
something that you want, you make that request, okay?
Okay, do I just make it directly to them? Because this is all new to me. I mean, I apologize for not, being.
Sure, Sadie. The discovery is the exchange of information. You could send requests for production of documents.
Okay.
And you could ask them to send you all accounts with your signature on it. You could ask them to send all statements of activity. Remind me, this was a credit card, right? Right, Miss James?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you want, you can request in writing from them, and they have to provide it to you. And if they don't, then you can file a motion to compel them to do that.
Okay. Thank you, Your
Okay.
Honor. Yep, I appreciate that information.
It's not, I don't have enough time to give you the whole process here, okay? But
Okay.
maybe you can talk to a lawyer. If you think, you ask them for whatever they might have that can help you show that this was a fraud. Card opened up by your brother or somebody else, okay?
Okay.
I wish
Thank
you
you.
well. Good luck. Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you. You have a good day.
You too.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Do I have Meadowlands versus Jones? This
Good
is
morning.
2601076.
I'm done, right?
Brianna Kingsley appearing on behalf of the plaintiff, Your Honor.
So do I have somebody here for Mr. Jones? I'm a little concerned about this.
So yes, Mr. Jones has a Guardian Care Inc. Mr. Wisniewski was logged in earlier. He sent me an email. I've been in communication with him about this matter for the last few weeks. He sent me an email earlier. He has a circuit court matter that he had to attend to. He indicated he doesn't oppose the motion though. Like I said, I have been in communication with him. So this is plaintiff's motion to have the mobile home removed from the property. The home is in an extremely dilapidated condition. Previously, Gibraltar Township Ordinance was out there to inspect the home prior to Mr. Jones being removed to a long-term care facility. And the home is infested with animal feces. It's got holes in the floors. It's unsafe at this point. I sent photos over to Mr. Wisniewski last week of the condition of the exterior and
Mr. Wisniewski, wait, Mr. Wisniewski is the guardian?
Yeah, he's the attorney for Guardian Care Inc. Yes.
Oh, he's the attorney for Guardian
Yes.
Care Inc.
Mm-hmm. So Mr. Jones is currently in a long-term physical rehabilitation center, and he will not be returning to the premises. He cannot live by himself anymore. So the home remains titled in his name solely. And like I said,
Appreciated it. Why didn't Mr. Wisniewski just remain here? Couldn't he do that for us?
He had a circuit court matter he had to go in person for, I believe. But like I said, I've been in communication with him for the past few weeks on this matter, and he doesn't oppose the motion.
All right. All right, there being no opposition, nobody's here. I'll enter an order of eviction, allowing removal of the home from the premises and awarding ownership of it to the plaintiff. You can prepare an order.
Thank you very much.
Send that over.
I will, and I'll send a copy of the order over to Mr. Wisniewski once it's been signed, and I'll give him a heads up before the home gets removed, just in case he wants to remove anything else.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge. Have a nice day.
Take care. You too. Bye now.
We have a Trent in custody and then we have the sons.
Trent in custody?
Yeah. They're out there.
All right, sorry, guys. Evelyn Valerie Cook, 22T705-215.
Morning, Your Honor. Peter Bernardo, 278-413, MIDC counsel from Cook.
Your Honor, the defendant's not on camera at this.
Are they there, John?
I called them.
Let's do Malone. You have Malone too.
Yes, sir.
Matthew Malone, Matthew Glenn Malone, 25B148976. 25B149968, and I am going to need in here, Jessica. Give me 1 second, if you would. I have, and I also have 26B150688B. So I have the case that I took under 7411. Now, Mr. Malone, your name?
Glenn Malone.
Did I ever order a pre-sentence report on the controlled substance case or a screening and assessment?
There has been, I went over it with Mr. Malone earlier today. I believe there's a probation report in there.
Where is that at? Miss O'Donnell, your name? I'm a little confused on these. I tried to give him an early hearing date. He was in front of me on Friday, I believe. I set a bond of 1,510% on Judge Hessen's. That's a trespass charge. And I set one of possession of a controlled substance. Which is 26B150688B. That's a May 10th incident. Now I've got another trespassing case, June 26 to 25. I put him on probation on September 24, 25. He pled guilty on May 11 of 26 to failure to refrain from re-entering the Televalley Mobile Home Park. Did I order any kind of pre-sentence report on these?
Even a pre-sentence report. I don't have anything like.
Not even when I did the controlled substance charge?
So the only thing I have him on probation for is the 25C148976. That's the only file I have in probation.
Right. Judge Hessen has this other one. Let me check something here. Surprised I didn't order a pre-sentence screening and assessment. Mr. Malone, are you going to show up or what?
So,
I said, are you going to show up or what?
absolutely. I showed it up today for you. I showed up. You all were mad at me last time.
Oh, because I don't go for this nonsense.
Yes, sir. I apologize.
Listen, here's what I'm going to do. I still want to have a screening and assessment on the 7411 case. I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt and have this early. I mean, he was just in front of me on Friday. I didn't want to keep him in custody. I didn't think he could post the bond. So I'm going to order a screening and assessment. We're going to reschedule this.
Judge, this case was taken under the 771. This probation date.
The trespass case, I know, but I took the other case under 7411 on 688B. That's possession of a controlled substance. I never ordered a screening and assessment.
Right.
That's what I'm going to do now, since he's out of custody. I was just trying to rush it through for him because I didn't want him to sit in jail for a long time.
I appreciate it.
So let's give us another date on this one, and I don't know when that would be. Heather, are you out there? Yeah.
I am, Judge. Do you want to do next Monday? Because your dockets after that are pretty filled up right now.
Yeah, I'll do it next Monday.
I'll be here
We
next
could
Monday.
do it
8:30?
9:30?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
My dockets are filled, huh?
Yeah, you're good. You're pretty full. It's gonna be a busy month.
Okay. We're all laughing at it. All right. And then I'm going to adjourn the sentencing on these to June the 8th at 9:30. You're going to go down the hall. They're going to give you a notice. Your bond's continued. And we'll order a screening and assessment, and then you're going to go over to probation where you'll fill out a question and be interviewed. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And any questions? Show back up.
The guy that posted my future law posted the bond, he gets his money back, right?
Not now.
Now,
Not yet.
until the next Monday then?
Okay. Listen, you're going to come up with some money, though.
Yes, sir.
You, right?
Yes, sir.
Where do you work at again?
I don't work with homeless. the guy that bonded me out is gonna be my future boss.
Well, good. Start working for him today. Can you start working for him today?
No,
Why?
I gotta get my license back. Nothing, I gotta get my license renewed, so you go to court, I'm gonna bond you out, you go to court, do the right thing. And I get my money back, so I'm gonna help you get your license back and then help you get a job, just trying to get me back on my feet one step at a time.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I can work with you. Go ahead. Take care of that. You'll be all set, okay?
I appreciate it.
All right. Good luck.
See you.
Evelyn Valerie Cook, 22T 705 215.
Morning, Your Honor. Peter Bernata, P78413, MIDC counsel for Ms. Cook.
Ms. Cook, your name, ma'am?
Evelyn Valerie Cook.
Your Honor, we will wait for Marie to stand. We ask for their back to conclude.
How many times you gonna miss?
I've been in Wayne County Jail and they just picked me up at my house. I got out on Friday and they just picked me up Friday and brought me here. I've been here since.
How long were you in the Wayne County Jail?
15, 16 days.
Well, you were not here when you were supposed to be here on November 4 at 25, December 23 at, hang on, ma'am, don't interrupt me.
Sorry.
You were not here on November 4 at 25. You were not here on December 23 at 25. You were released on a PR bond on March the 9th. You were supposed to be here March the 23rd. You didn't show up for that either. You got a big problem. You got to show up in court, young lady.
Yes, sir. You're right. I do.
10,000, 10%. Do it again. I'll make it 100,000 cash next time. You've ignored us long enough. We'll give you a new court date. We'll give you an early court date. I'm telling you, you're playing with fire by ignoring courts like this. Okay. You do what you got to do. All right. I'm just telling you, you're not going to play this game with us again. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Next time I'll make it 100,000 cash and I'll set the court date way down the road. Do we understand one another?
Yeah, I do. Yes, I do, Judge.
Gonna be able to post this $1,000?
Probably not.
Well, Nick, that's too bad. We're gonna give you a court date on June the 11th. Is that what I'm doing, Heather?
Yeah,
I'm
Judge
not here
Kirsten will
June
be
the
here
11th.
that day. Judge
Pardon?
Kirsten will be here that day.
I'm sorry?
Judge Kirsten's here on June 11th. That's the next day we have Trenton though.
June 11th at 10:15. Okay, same bond conditions. Good luck.
Thank
LVNV
you, Your Honor.
versus Thomas Roth. 22T 2941. Sorry, Mr. Granada, they can't do that. All right, do I have the parties here on this one? This is 2941. Good morning, Ms. Serby, your appearance.
Yes, good morning, Judge. Francesca Serby for plaintiff P87205.
Your
Do I
Honor, this
have
is a motion for entry of judgment against Garnishy.
Oh. And the garnishee is 2J Group Inc. Right?
Correct.
Yes, Judge.
How were they